Hello everyone. In this section, we will talk about association between microbes and plant growth. After watching this video, you should be able to tell the associations between microbes and plant growth. Plants are colonized by diverse microorganisms, which may positively or negatively influence the plant growth. The positive impact includes nutrition acquisition, improving resistance to biotic and abiotic stresses, while plant pathogenic bacteria can cause disease. In this section, we will focus on, firstly, rhizosphere microbes, and secondly, the plant disease. Please look at the picture on the screen. Root, which usually grows in the soil, is a very important organism for acquisition of water and nutrition to sustain normal plant growth. The rhizosphere is the part of the soil directly influenced by the root system. The rhizosphere contains many bacteria and other microorganisms that feed on, sloughed off plant cells, and the proteins and sugars released by roots. Rhizosphere microbial activity would have a feedback on root and above ground plant growth. It can be expected that the interactions between organisms within rhizosphere can be very complex. Usually, the pattern of microbial population within rhizosphere shows an apparent difference with that in soil. Next, let's take a look at the plant disease. Plant disease are a normal part of nature. Plant cells contain special signaling pathways that enhance their defenses against insects and pathogens. One example involves a plant hormone called jasmonate or jasmonic acid. In the absence of harmful stimuli, jasmonate binds to special proteins called Jaz proteins to regulate plant growth, pollen production, and other processes. In the presence of harmful stimuli, however, jasmonate switches its signaling pathways, shifting instead to directing processes involved in boosting plant defense. Plant pathogens are adapted to negate or evade plant defense mechanisms. For example, by the injection of effector proteins into the host cells or by avoiding the recognition by the host. One notorious crop disease is wheat leaf rust, which can occur worldwide wherever the wheat is grown. Wheat leaf rust is a fungal disease that affects wheat, barley, and rye stems, leaves, and grains. In temperate zones, it is destructive on winter wheat because the pathogen overwinters. One useful measure to prevent wheat leaf rust is growing resistant varieties. The spread of this disease can severely damage leaf photosynthetic capabilities. Infections can lead up to 20% yield loss. The earlier in a season that a rust epidemic starts, then the greater the potential yield loss. Therefore, measures should be taken to effectively alleviate the disease for susceptible varieties. There are seed treatments available which will suppress early infections of leaf rust. Seed treatments are important in susceptible varieties, especially when they are sown early. Besides, there are a number of foliar fungicides available for the control of the leaf rust. Finally, let's take a look at the keywords in this section. Okay, that's all for this section.